So how do you balance being in character and also being entertaining? Because like when you go to a convention or something and you're dressed up as a character, you want to entertain your fellow attendees. So you know, it's like, for example, there'd be like someone sees some Kakashi, it's like Kakashi, take off your mask, and so you know the Kakashi does a little striptease in his face. It's entertaining, but it's not really in character. So how do you? Is there a good balance, or do you have any tips or anything like that?
Something that comes to mind, especially with the Kakashi instance, I played Vash just for fun, and there was a swimsuit contest at AO, and you think of Vash and the things that he's gone through in a swimsuit contest, it's like, how am I going to do that? He's not going to, you know, he's really, really insecure about his battle scars, and number one, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's been out for a long time. He doesn't want people to know he's a plant. You know, he wants to be included in, I think that's why I connect to him, because he kind of wants to be included in society. He wants to be liked. That's his whole thing. And a swimsuit contest, well, what I did was I had like a red hoppy coat that looked like something he was wearing, and I was like this, and my friend played Wolfwood, and he pulls it off, and I'm like, whoa! You know, and so that's kind of like a way to kind of, you can show off and give people kind of what they want, but still be in character. Like Kakashi's somebody, he's not going to take his mask off, particularly because of the incident and how he got the eye. I think he's really insecure, probably with his appearance. So maybe you can, like, there's a lot of ways you can take it. You can have someone else take it off and have him be all embarrassed. You could have him go to pull it off and then maybe take his magazine and like replace the mask with the magazine.
Or not another mask.
Yeah, there's a list, like again, maybe just kind of write it out and kind of just take the time to think about how are you going to entertain. Like, it's really hard. Another character I play is Aizen, you know, him later tonight, Orankar Aizen from Bleach, and he's like really like, I'm God now, and I'm really like kind of a stoic villain type. So how's that entertaining? Well, it's kind of funny because then when you can be really blunt, kind of, and you can be kind of like, someone could ask you a silly question, and you can just be like, no. You know, so it's kind of like just think about a lot of different ways and come up with like maybe 3 or 4 options that you can go with.
I had kind of a similar hard time with Mellow. Yeah, because, you know.
Where do you draw the line between being a jerk and acting like a jerk?
Well, with ACAST near, it got to the point where in the hallways, we were picking on each other and then started on your mama jokes, and with them both being orphans. It was pretty entertaining. It got us lots of chocolate.
Little skits, like
Yeah,
little
you can do little
skits.
skits in the halls. People are looking for entertainment during downtime, so
And find a
Practice them at
cosplayer
home.
and pick on them.
Practice those skits at home. One thing I did with the 3 characters I mentioned with Driz, Joker, and Jack, because they're the ones that I really got into with the character, and that's why I bring them up a lot, is I wrote a little like World of Warcraft, you know, when the celebrities do that, and how would each of those characters act if they were like, you know, like Jack, he's got an orc robe, but he can't remember what the heck it's called. Like, you know, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, and I'm a pirate. And it's like, no, you're an orc rogue, and he's like, oh. And like, that's kind of the thing. Another skit I want to do for YouTube is the Terminator 2 trailer, but do Trinity Blood with Trace and the Pope. It's be hilarious. So it's like, kind of like, you can practice this stuff at home, and it'll get you ready to be in character, and then if you put it on YouTube, hey, you might be like the next Fred or something. I don't know. You might be awesome. I hate him too, but that's okay.
I would probably find, like, in that particular character instance, I would either find a Sasuke or a Naruto that have really, really good expressions so that you can make them play off of you and entertain in that manner. You know, like, find Sasuke being all emo. I'm going to try to push some of my books on you. Having little arguments and stuff like that in the home.
Playing off of each other can help, again, with, I think when you have a friend that's kind of as willing to go along with it as you are, it helps with improv, it helps with being witty and all that stuff. So that I know, like with Oron, when you and Shipper were the twins, the chemistry was great, but obviously they're not going to actually probably do some of the stuff that some people would want the twins to do. So, but how are we doing on time?
We're actually over.
305.
3:05. We gotta call it. Is there any? We'll take one more question. Good. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you. Feel free to stop.